they do mukbang lives all the time. So, you know, but they have been with it. I mean, how long have you had the channel? I think it's about like what, 4 or 5 years already. So really cramping that up. And anyway, so, you know, before we started, make sure you follow Judy in the Zoom, not Zoom, in the description. I have to put the link. And yeah, so start off. Um, you know, first of all, if you have coffee or snacks, please go get them. And, you know, today is not going to be like a crazy interview because I personally don't like the interview style of things. We like to chit chat. And that's what we're going to do, Judy. So I have my coffee because I realize it's 11 a.m. in the morning. So I'm still intermittent fasting for my keto lifestyle. So,
Good for
so,
you.
so I'm still fasting. Just so you all know, if you don't know, like, how come I'm not eating today?
Okay. Well, Tom, what about you? Like, how did your channel evolve? Like, did you start out doing a specific topic or niche and then kind of gradually start doing more keto type things?
Okay. Yes, I wanted to share is that I lost my channel the first year. So tip to know, if you ever wanted to start off your channel, make sure you know whether you want to start off your YouTube brand as a brand channel, which you can later on have someone else to manage your channel, or you can sell the channel to someone else, or you wanted to just have a personal channel where you can only access to it yourself. The difference between that is, if you want to use your personal YouTube channel, if you want to change your name of your YouTube, it will also change your name on your Gmail. So if your YouTube channel is called Tom, the Fairy Queen of Arcadia, or whatever, I don't know, then when you email some other people, they will see the name of that. But if you're a brand channel, you can change your name, and then it doesn't conflict there with your personal channel. Okay, so that's the difference. But when I did the merge of my first year, I got 4K hours, people. I got 4K hours. I got 1,000, I think 1,200 subscribers. And I thought I wanted to move from my personal channel to my brand channel. So YouTube doesn't allow you to do that on its own. So you can just merge it. At this point, Judy is very pixelated. I think Judy is lagging. But
Right?
well, can you hear me now? Judy,
Oh,
are
no.
you okay?
Oh,
I am the one who's lagging, right? I knew it. How are you, Judy? Can you see me?
oh yeah, I can
You
totally
can
hear
hear me
you. It's
fine.
just that your image was freezing here and there.
I
So
know.
just keep going. It's okay.
It's okay. Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. So, you know, it's okay. All good. If you guys want to just make it into a podcast, make sure, you know, close your screen, but listen to it, okay? Um, but when I do the brand channel and then the personal channel, I merge it wrong, so it wiped out everything. So I lost all my 4K hours and also my 1,200 subscribers the first year. So
Oh,
I am
wow.
rebuilding everything from scratch the second year, which was last year, February. It's almost about the same time of you started, right, Judy?
Yeah, I started at the end of May last year. Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah, well,
definitely, yeah, definitely looking back at the older videos, it's like, oh my God, the quality, the audio was bad, like the camera angle was wrong. I was speaking too slowly. It was just like one steady shot, instead of switching it up, to different angles and different clips, to jazz it up a bit. Yeah, so definitely,
gotcha.
you're just got to start from somewhere, right? And then just hopefully you will just improve more with each video, watch other videos about how to create good enticing videos and how to increase the audio. Yeah, because I ended up buying one of those like Rode plug-in microphones for my cell phone, because I still
Oh,
use my cell
nice.
phone, my Samsung Galaxy, to
Oh,
record.
okay.
But I do have this like nice little plug-in microphone that I use when I'm recording outside. And then I bought a better
I
selfie
see.
stick, so that helped. Yeah. So,
Good.
you just kind of learn as you go. And
Yeah.
then, being
So
part of different YouTuber Facebook groups is helpful.
yeah, so one thing about
Yeah.
that is
What
that
about you?
even when you use a phone, you still can create
Mhm.
amazing content. That's how I feel about it. Um, I am I am a little bit different because I used to have a studio where I do a lot of editings. And also I am an actor, so I throughout the years I have been learning how to edit my own reels. So I need to be able to present what I want to show to the audience and to everybody. So I do have a full equipment of a camera, a set of camera. I have some studio lights. I have microphones and also recording devices. But when it comes to YouTube, I try to minimize it as much as possible. So, in terms of production value wise, I'm the opposite. I try to do less because I get so annoyed when I start doing too much and if it's not turning out the way I want it, and I spend too much hours on it, I want to redo it. That's my problem. Like, I would want to redo it, but I shouldn't because most of the time I should just keep going, right? That's kind of how I feel. Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
But being an actor, that really gave you an advantage, because you don't seem camera shy and you seem very comfortable in front of the camera. And so, I mean, I think that's what's fun about your channel, is that like people get that vibe that you're like chilling out with them and you're just enjoying your food and you're just speaking freely. So I think definitely the acting helped. So, I mean, do you want to tell your viewers a little bit more about your acting career? Like, did you ever study drama or theater in school?
Acting wise, um, I just fake it till I make it. So I'm still faking it. No, yeah, okay. A little bit about myself is I studied acting uh, back when I was like 23 years old. So I'm about like 10 years of acting experience. I started with theater and then I transferred to UC Irvine for theater arts. So I did more of the training there. And then later on I start pursuing Hollywood, that whatever that Hollywood dream somewhere that one day I will have a stars on the Hollywood Boulevard, people. But that's that's how I'm kind of getting started. It's been a while. So I'm also a union SAG actor. So, I'm I worked enough to actually get that honor, but nobody have seen me. So don't Google me and expect I will show up somewhere. Okay. But that's how I kind of started. I also started doing some acting, like teaching, and also a lot of acting advices to people. Some incidents actually made me to have opportunity to become a casting director. So now part of my profession is becoming a casting director, where I am casting various projects. I've done the Toyota or a lot of Chinese projects, which is like Alibaba, iQIYI, all these big names from China, or Vivo Phone. I don't know if you all have heard that. Yeah, but that's the side of my projects. I mean, like, I hate my job. I hate my job. That's why I'm doing YouTube. Okay, there
What?
you
You
go.
hate your
There you
job?
have it.
Being a casting director sounds like fun.
Yeah,
That sounds like fun.
one day I'm going to have like a casting couch life. I'm kidding.
Tom's casting couch live. Okay. Are you
I
going to
can,
be
yeah,
like
I
that
can.
crazy guy, Harvey Weinstein or Harvey Weinstein?
No, I can only talk to you about this, Judy, because
Well,
you're a
this is going
lawyer.
to be
You'd
on
be like,
YouTube. People are going to hear this about you. Like Tom's goal was to have a casting couch of his own.
on
He could only
YouTube
select the most
live.
succulent actors.
Yeah. No, I had this idea of starting a podcast of calling it casting ouch, because what you all don't know about casting or the role of casting or the world of film productions is that a lot of different kind of perspective will come through me about actors and also about like the whole film productions. So I wanted to have like a casting podcast just to share with people about how this Hollywood that you think is amazing, there's a lot of crap that's happening in here. But whatever. If you guys all want to know that, please hit that like button, okay? Don't forget.
Yeah, tell us some sordid stories about being an actor and people fighting for roles, and what's the
Yeah.
like the most pathetic thing you've ever done to try to get a role.
Oh my God. You have
Yeah.
no idea. One day I'll share with you. If you all want to hear this, maybe next time we'll
Yes.
have a live, like a YouTube live and sharing with about 30 secrets of how we get to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that dirty, whatever.
Oh,
But today we are talking about 1K subscribers, right? And also how to get your hours in together. Judy, I have a question. How
okay.
did you get your how what would be your advice when someone asks you like how do you get that 1K subscribers?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I also see that James and Mark had asked a question quite a while
Oh yeah.
back. It says, what are some tips about being comfortable on camera when you first start out? Have you always been comfortable on camera? No, not really, because if you see my oldest videos, it's like really cringe-worthy because, I was just speaking so slowly because it kind of makes you freeze up a little bit when you're just recording yourself in an office. And you know that if you screw up, then you're just going to have to start all over again. And so it just like it's just terrible, but then again, a long time ago, like I said, I used to do this talk show on public access TV, and then I'm an attorney in real life, so you would think that I'm pretty decent about talking to people, but it's so different when you're just talking to yourself with your cell phone, like it's
Yeah.
just weird, it's
It's
awkward, or holding a
definitely a
selfie
tough
stick.
like hurdle. Yeah, you have to jump over. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. So
tough.
yeah, so I think that like you just have to practice and get used to it. Like just go ahead and record yourself like giving a little monologue on your cell phone, knowing that you're just going to delete it. Because the more you practice, the better you'll get. And then another thing that's good about just using your cell phone is that you're not wasting film or anything like in the olden days. Instead it's like if I screw up, I'm just going to say a few sentences and then hit stop, and then if it doesn't sound right, then just record just a few more sentences. You don't have to give a whole 5-minute monologue nonstop without breaks. You can like break it up into little clips where, I'm going to stand in front of my bookshelf and say just a few sentences introducing today's video about family law or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
introducing you
definitely.
to this restaurant with the best Mongolian barbecue or whatever.
Yes.
Just make it really short and concise so that it decreases the chances that you're going to flub up your lines, right, Tom?
Yeah,
So keep it
totally.
short and sweet.
But
Yeah.
honestly, it's a camera. So
Yeah.
you are going to edit in post. You're not just going to post everything. So you can edit out. My method of how I film everything is I will film everything once. And then if I don't like any part, I would do punch in. So what you do is you just punch the line that you feel like, oh, I'm missing something here, or oh, I need to do something, because later on I can just edit them out pretty much.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to
I'm
go as
definitely doing
lazy
that.
as possible. So
Mhm.
so that's why I'm like, if I pause too long, I'll just cut the air out. Even though it looks really jumpy, but I think YouTubers are all familiar with these kind of jump cuts. They
Jump cuts.
literally
Yeah.
just like whatever, so I always, when I do editing, I always, if it sounds good, then it's good, because most of the time we just hear it, and especially on YouTube, most of the time we just hear it. So thank you all for like coming on live with us. This is the Judy, the lawyer. Yep. Well, we've seen all these familiar faces here. We are today sharing with 1K, how you get to 1K subscribers. Okay. So in order to get the 1K subscriber, please everyone follow each other. I mean, I'm not doing sub for sub, but I'm just, check their channel out before you decide to subscribe them. But they're all our friends. Wink, wink.
Yeah, but I'm getting like cheesy, phony messages from people, usually from other countries. Like, you wake up in the morning and you suddenly see all these like poorly written messages, like very quick messages saying, hello,
or
new
just
friend
emojis.
Here.
Or just weird emojis.
Heart, wink, wink, little ring the bell. Yeah, I hate those people, because most of the time those people are just phonies. They just want you to subscribe back to them, and then if you can check it within a week or two, you'll see that they already unsubscribed from you anyway, and they're never going to watch your stuff for real. So that ruins your analytics. It ruins your, like, what do you call it, your statistics with YouTube, because
your engagement and retention rates and everything. Definitely.
So don't do those sub for sub things, or get suckered into these people who claim that they just subscribe to you because they love your content, because those are like the phony people that just want to use you, and they're not going to watch any of your stuff or stay subscribed for long.
I personally love haters. So, I have a different approach when it comes to comments and everything. But, Judy, let's share with you about how you get to that 1K subscriber. Like, what did you do? Like, if you can just describe it more of a step-by-steps, I think a lot more people would love to hear it. Because today we're not really sharing with, just make good content, then you'll be good. Like, that kind of bull crap that people
it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
I know. It's like, oh my God, every time when I hear that, I'm like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. Everyone makes good content. Everyone thinks they make great content.
Everybody thinks they're making great content. Okay, but so I'm sorry, what?
No, but I was gonna say, but there are people actually make horrible contents, but people still love them. So I conclude that it's not about making good content. It's about a certain way or a certain type method that you do in order to make that 1K subscribers. That's how I feel. I don't know how you feel, Judy. Like, let's share what you want to say. Like, tell me.
Yeah, well, the first step is definitely, tell all your own real life friends and your relatives. I know like younger people don't really like Facebook anymore, but to me, Facebook was really the key to, building up a sense of community, as well as getting word out about my videos and everything. So you definitely do want to start out with, try to make some sort of like compelling first video, and then just like throw it out there on your Facebook, any Facebook groups that you're in, especially Facebook groups that are pertinent to your niche. So I started posting on different attorney groups, and then, a lot of my friends on Facebook are other attorneys too. So my first big, YouTube specific video was about, being a lawyer after COVID happened and how that changed our legal practice. So for most people, that's like a boring topic, but, I guess I thought that maybe some attorneys might be more interested in that. So I kind of started posting about it, but it's also kind of like makes you feel like you do have to have a thick skin, because some of the people in charge of those Facebook groups kind of got mad at me and took down my videos or posts because they didn't want me promoting myself on it. And so, that kind of pissed me off too, to
I hear you.
think that, okay, these other attorneys are not supportive of my videos, where I'm trying to help other people in the legal profession or showcase
Yeah.
other lawyers or law profession, whatever. So, okay, so first, you should definitely be able to get at least 50 to 100 people off the bat just by, getting your real life friends and relatives, your whoever's in your niche. Like if your channel is all about dance or a certain sport, then you've got to belong to some Facebook groups or listservs that have to do with your sport or your hobby or
Yes.
whatever. So just spam it until they ban you or refuse to let you post anymore. Yeah.
So you are that
And then,
one. You're that type of people. Okay. All right. I got it, Judy.
well, you have
you
to be
you
aggressive
spend them.
because,
Yes.
yeah,
You
because
gotta be
nobody,
aggressive.
yeah, nobody else is going to help promote you anyway. Like even if you're good, close friends in real life, they're saying, oh, yeah, that's nice. You have a YouTube channel. I'll subscribe.
It's so
But then
sad.
they're probably not going to share it.
Oh, totally. Like
Yeah. Huh?
I have 3,000 friends on YouTube, on Facebook, and I even text all my friends and have them like and subscribe. But you see that? Like I have 3,000 Facebook friends, and only 150 people subscribed. So you know how
I
the
know.
ratio, the horrible ratio is?
Oh, yeah,
It's like
it
I
does
thought
kind of
we're
hurt your
true
feelings.
friends.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm busting my ass to make these videos for people, and then not even you guys who know me in real life or we were good friends in college or whatever, you guys don't even want to subscribe. But then on the other hand, I do realize a lot of regular people, non-YouTubers, don't really go on YouTube all the time. For me, I'm thinking way back when I didn't do YouTube, I probably just watched a YouTube video like maybe once a week, if it was something that I really wanted to watch, like ice skating, or I wanted to get a recipe or something. But most people are not constantly on YouTube every day like we are, checking our statistics and watching our friends' videos and stuff. So, first exhaust your friends and relatives. And then some other YouTubers say that you should send a direct message to your close friends and relatives too, to tell them about your channel and ask them to subscribe. I didn't actually do that, but I did mention in my Christmas e-newsletter, that, hey, I have this YouTube channel here. So I don't know how many people really subscribe.
That's so smart.
You gotta tell people. I
should start making Christmas. Yeah. Happy Easter, people. Follow me on YouTube.
Yeah, happy Easter. By the way, here's a link to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I would love to get 2,000 subscribers or whatever. Yeah, but then after that, then that's when you just really do have to kind of get to know other people through YouTube, especially people that are doing a similar type of niche. So that's why I did join these like different Facebook groups for, we might have met through one of those like small YouTube channel Facebook groups, which had like, who knows how many, like 50,000 people. Yes. Oh, yeah. And then there's that subtle Asian influence group that, we're both still active in, and everybody's so nice there. I really like that Facebook group so much because people actually will respond to you and watch your stuff and, subscribe to you. Yeah, but there was like some other like subtle Asian like influencers and content creators Facebook group where, I quit that within a couple of months because the people weren't even supportive. Like everybody was just out for themselves. And then one of the admins even got on my case because I posted a link along with information about what I had learned about making the video. Yeah, because they said you couldn't directly post your links, but you could frame it as if you wanted like a critique or if you had some advice to share, then you could post your link. And I'm like, what the hell?
It's like trying to be shady here. Yeah. They're just
I thought the admin was a jerk. It really pissed me off. Yeah, because there would be some other people who just flat out threw up their links and didn't give any advice, but yet, the admins weren't like jumping down their throat, trying to take down their video, because, ooh, you violated our policy. So anyway, I was like, screw that. There are so many Facebook groups out there for YouTube creators, but a lot of them are bunk. They're not worth your time. They're just all sub for sub, or the admins are crazy, or they say that you can't post links to your own videos unless they say it's that day of the week that you can post your links here. But, otherwise everybody else has to frame it as if you're giving advice or asking a question.
I know exactly which group you're talking about.
Yeah, are you still in that? The subtle Asian
Oh,
influencers and content creators. Yeah, even the admins,
yeah,
were not supportive and they just wanted to tout their own stuff or
I
whatever.
hear you. Yeah,
Yeah, so I
they
quit
are.
that.
I hear you. But that's a one thing that I also want to share with you all is that Facebook groups are great, but at the same time, Facebook groups will not get you anywhere. That's one of the things that you can
I
try it,
can. I think it's
but
worth it. It's worth it.
it's worth it to post it and then to interact with people. So then it becomes interaction is actually more important than just posting your links to other Facebooks. So there are some places that
Mhm.
we think some Facebook groups are amazing because they support and then they make comments on what we do, but there are tons of groups that literally just have you put up your YouTube link and nobody cares. So I think choose wisely. That's one of the things that can save your time to get to that 1K. Um, I also posted on Reddit, but that is worst.
Yeah.
That is worst because, like
Why?
what you
What did
said,
you post about?
no, I usually
Like
just go on
keto,
like,
keto diet?
okay, so for those haters out there who's doing keto, they don't want you to post any YouTube link whatsoever. So you cannot do self promote. I don't understand the fact of you cannot do self promote, but someone else can post your crap and they're okay with it.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
you just create a fake account and then to have someone else to post what you're doing, and I guess it makes it valid to post it on their links, but you cannot self promote. I hate those groups. I hate those Reddit
Mhm.
subreddits. So I
Mhm.
ended up like not caring as much. Sometimes I still post the links, but I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. It's a way to
Mhm.
help you promote, but don't put too much effort if they don't give you a good return.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
That's how I feel.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, I did get some subscribers by posting to like law students or, law school
Mhm.
admissions or law firms, those like subreddits. Because at
Yeah.
first I was a little scared off because they said you can't do self promotion. But then I saw other people were putting up YouTube links, and I'm like, well, wait a second. It's not really self promotion because I'm not trying to sell my legal services. I'm just saying, hey, if you're interested in starting up your own solo law practice, here's a helpful video. So I'm
Yeah.
helping people by responding to them. So
Yeah.
so yeah, I think I didn't get banned or scolded or anything to do
That's
that. So
good.
definitely,
That's good.
check out different Reddits. They might have different
Yeah.
rules.
Check
Yeah.
out different roles to definitely check them out. And honestly, at this point, if you have not reached out to 1K subscribers, anything counts. Be
Yeah.
shameless. Shameless is your best friend, okay? Just
Mhm.
hit that like button and subscribe to anyone's channel, but don't do subreddit. Okay, so no, I mean don't do
Sub for
subs
sub.
for subs. Okay, so now I am going to share of what I have been doing because I lost my channel the first year, and then for a whole year of building up to 1K again, I am pretty confident to tell you how I have tried every single method to get out 1K subscribers. So, I have done that, what you said, group posting, subreddit
Mhm.
posting, posting to your friends and family, and, force people to join unless you, whatever. Um, I've also realized that the engagement to your people, to your peers, are very important. So it becomes what you need to do right now to get our first 1K subscribers is to find your niche and find your family and build that family. You know, uh, as you can see, we have seen a lot of people who are commenting who are in the ASMR and also the mukbang family that I have. It's because we help each other out. So the subs for sub idea, it's you are just subbing their channel, but you don't support them. But if you go on their channel and comment on what they're doing and watching more than 2 minutes to make that comment valid, you are just supporting your family and supporting your friend. I know this is going to sound like, what are you talking about? So I'm going to repeat that again. Go to other people's channel, comment and watch more than 2 minutes. It's called supporting your friend, not sub for sub. And that's one of the tricks that it's been helping me out. It's because I go on there and watch other people's content, and also we become friends. Just because they come back here and then to chat with us, and we starting to build this small community of mukbangers, of ASMR people, or like Judy, you build like that Asian niche, and also that lawyer perspective. You build that family. So it's not sub for sub if you support each other. That's how I feel, and that's how I got that 1K.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
You
know
definitely
if
have to
you.
spend a lot of time watching YouTube and then commenting on other people's channels
Yeah.
that hopefully are sort of similar to yours. And here's another tip that I heard from this guy named Jim Income. I probably met him through SAI or some other group, but Jim Income now has over 10,000 subscribers. And he does like tons of financial shorts, how to make money here and there on the internet and stuff like that. But one of his tips was that people should go through the comment sections of other channels that are in your niche and click on them and see if they have like at least 100 subscribers but less than 1,000 subscribers, and then get on their channels and comment on their videos and subscribe to them, because those are the types of people that are more likely to subscribe back to you and probably be interested in your comment too. And I think that's really true, because once I've reached 1,000 subscribers, I don't really care much anymore about subscribing back to somebody just to make them feel good, because I'm like, I don't have time to watch more of these like random people's groups or just make them feel good because I feel sorry that they're from Vietnam or some impoverished country or something, but yeah,
whatever to get that 1K, right? Whatever to get that 1K. Shamelessly, you go to my comments, people. Go to my comments and find people that you think is in your niche, and then that's less than 1K subscribers, and then just go say hi, comment, support, and like, and just sub.
Well, I wouldn't say that. That's obnoxious to say like, hi, I liked and watched your full support here, with all the emoticons. Instead, I would probably just say something like, I love your video, give a more specific comment so it sounds like you really did watch something, and then say, I really like your channel and subscribed, but don't make any veiled threats like, if you don't subscribe back, I ain't going to support you,
Don't make it, of course, make it as friendly as possible, but I'm just saying, be shameless when you're doing all this. Don't feel like, oh my God, I don't know if they're gonna like it or not. When you're on YouTube, be that person to be shameless, okay? Kind, but shameless.
I never really heard about shamelessness.
Yeah. But honestly, be aggressive, right? I personally think that helped. That helped me, and that also helped. For instance, like Sonia right here,
Hi, Sonia.
she's driving, she's listening, but I got on her channel because she's teaching a lot of cooking recipes and all this stuff. And I just went on there, and that's how we kind of get connected, because I started building that family. Note to everyone is, don't spend so much time on people who doesn't care about you. I mean, that's just life in general. But
yeah, good
on
advice.
YouTube, it's the same thing. If you want to build that community within YouTube, find people who are also building that community within YouTube. Because a lot of time, if, like, for instance, Judy, you don't really watch YouTube unless you really need to find out something, right? That's before. A lot of your friends who doesn't involve with YouTube also have that problem. So you can't expect them to actually support you completely all the time. They might just subscribe it, but later on, if they don't watch it, it actually hurts your retention rate, and also it hurts your analytics. But if
Yes.
you are building it within YouTube, then everyone is full support because they are also building that with you. And that's how
Mhm.
I feel, right, Judy? Like you will
Yeah.
agree, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, because in a way, I know this might seem mean, but I'm sure you guys do it too. Like, I feel like when I have more time at the end of the year, I probably am going to go scrolling through all my subscriptions and start deleting subscriptions to all these like random,
Yeah.
channels that I subscribed to last year in desperation, because I had sort of seen them on that small YouTuber channel group. But then I'm like, these people aren't going to watch my stuff. Like there was one
Hmm.
guy that reached out to me probably because he saw me respond to something on like a Nick Neiman video. And he was like, hey, you want to subscribe to me? I'll subscribe back. And I was like, okay, even though your channel is about Jamaican truckers and I really have no interest in that.
I
And then
hear
sure
you.
enough, like within a month, I checked back on his channel. I'm like, wait a second. He didn't
You
subscribe.
deleted
He like
everything. Yeah.
unsubscribed from me already. The Jamaican trucker didn't like my
Yeah.
content. Well, that's a surprise, but I mean, certain people are not going to give a damn about your content, and that's all right as long as you don't get bamboozled, suckered into subscribing to all these people you don't really care about, and then they just use you anyway. So,
Yes, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, the tip that we're sharing today is it bypass the SEO that everyone's talking about, the hashtags and whatever, or like making amazing content. It's really about that engagement with people. Is that you go support your family and support of building that community, then you will be able to get that 1K really quick, because once you do that to others, they will come back to do it for you. So the like and comments, when they come back, it increase your engagement. So YouTube will most likely to post your or promote your YouTube videos. And that's the best part about this, is that that community that we build. Um,
Yeah. Oh, I have another tip too.
yeah,
Cult of Donuts wanted to know what my specialty is. I mostly do family
yeah,
law, like divorce, custody, prenups, and employment discrimination cases, other types of employment cases like Wage and Hour Act cases, civil litigation. Yeah, and so on that note, my other tip is to just do YouTube searches on topics that are similar to videos that you have already made. So I did a search on, depressed lawyer or law school hell or, solo attorney. Should I go to law school? I was just like searching for other videos to see what was out there. And then if I did see a video, I would click on it, watch it, because I was genuinely interested. And then I would leave a comment. And then I would also scroll through all the comments and see if there were comments that the actual YouTuber had never responded to. And then I would respond back to people, because there were a lot of people who had constant questions like, I don't know, should I go to law school? I'm a
yeah,
teenager. What should I do to prepare if I plan on being a lawyer and stuff? And I'd be like, hey, here I am. I'm a wealth of information. And then if they responded back to me, I would follow up and tell them, oh, by the way, I have some videos on my channel that you might be interested in too. And with the big YouTuber legal channels, like, I don't think they really care because they're so big and famous that they don't even bother to check their
yeah,
comments
yeah.
anymore. So I really
Once they
got,
pass that threshold, like once you
yeah, they
pass
don't
that
care.
1K, they don't care. Yeah,
Yeah, or not even 1K. I think even if you have 1,000 to 2,000 subscribers, all the way up to like 10,000 subscribers, you should still care enough to at least hit the like and heart button or even respond back to your viewers. Because
totally,
otherwise, you're going to lose their support over time if you never even
totally.
bother
Yes,
responding to their comments and
yes,
questions.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. But
yeah.
yeah. So that's one of the thing that definitely engage and engage and engage. Hello, Jared. I
Hi,
love
Jen.
Jared's channel, by the way, Laughing
Yeah,
Plastic. I
very well.
love when he's unboxing all these Ken dolls and also Barbie dolls and their amazing fashion. Yeah, here to say hi, thank you. And James has said, yes, engagement is important, but making good content helps. If their content is not good, it's hard to watch 2 minutes their video, just comment. You can always just leave it and mute it. I'm kidding. No, that's not what I did. Okay, people,
Why would you
calm
waste your
down.
time doing that?
because I need that
Yeah. Well,
engagement.
so on that note, since we are consumers as well as creators on YouTube, I think pretty much everybody watching here does both watch and make. So, I mean, that anytime you watch somebody else's YouTube channel, then you kind of have to think in your head, well, what is this person doing that's making their channel so good? First of all, most of them
Yes.
have like really good lighting. The camera is properly positioned. They are speaking very
Yes.
fluently with confidence and looking at the right spot on the camera.
Yes.
They're filming outdoors or in front of like a nice looking bookcase with a bunch of different
Mhm.
objects and a colored light. You have to make it
Yes.
look good. Yeah,
Yes.
because I hate
Learn from
watching cooking
mistakes.
channels where it's all dirty looking and kind of grim and dark. It's like, ew, part of a cooking video is that whole sensory experience of
Yeah.
beautiful visuals and
You
seeing the
want
food.
to eat it when you
Yeah,
make it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I personally think making good content is not from the first try. So it's
Mhm.
very important for the YouTube content creators out there. We all have made more than 50 videos. And if you just go back to your first videos, you always like cringe and you just feel like that was horrible because you learn along the way and your audience will also learn it along the way with you. So understanding that when you make a content, you just go with it. If it's a mistake, fix it next time. Don't give up, because one of the thing about this is that if you want to make a constant content for everybody, what's the easiest way for you to keep moving forward? It's not looking back.
Mhm.
It's always kind of judging on the spot and move forward and keep working from there. Don't give up because you think, oh, nobody's watching this video. Just move on. Nobody's watching this video, and try to understand why they're not watching this video. Maybe it's on the bad week. Maybe it's on the bad day. Maybe it's on the bad timing of posting. Or maybe you're just not doing a lot of engagements during that week. So there's not that many people come back and support. You know, there's so many reasons why, but leave everything and then move on to the next video, because that's how I feel all the time, is that if I stay there and then to be sad about what people are not watching my video, I cannot move forward. And YouTube, it's a how they're changing their damn policy right now is you have to make it constantly, because they will deduct your hours every single day from your previous year. And if you don't have 4K, they're not going to monetize it for you. So that's a one thing, that's a key to know, that you have to keep making it. I feel
Mhm.
like this is a
Yeah.
this is a jail. So this is a prison,
You can
people.
get there, especially now that you're doing live streams now, so
Yeah,
you'll get more watch hours.
yeah.
But let me add in another tip, and this is
Go
my
for it.
personal opinion, but I've also heard it from people like Roberto Blake and Nick Neiman. They say another common mistake people starting out in YouTube make is that they start acting like a celebrity from the start.
Yes.
And nobody cares, because unless you're really, really hot looking or something, like nobody wants to watch your video where you're talking about, my thoughts on whatever, like politics, or my thoughts about how to succeed in life, or look at me and my dog, or hey, it was my relative's birthday. Yay.
Yes.
I mean, nobody wants to watch that. That's boring as hell. I
Yeah.
mean, to me, like, even if it's like some friend of mine, I don't really want to watch their video of them like standing in front of a wall talking about, why I don't like blah blah blah. So you don't want to come out just doing all these like self-centered videos about you trying to act like a hot star or a celeb. Instead, I think it's better to start out with how to videos where
Yeah.
you're answering a question, like how to start a keto diet, how to start a solar law practice, how
Mm-hmm.
to make fluffy Japanese style
Yeah.
pancakes,
Yeah,
like it has
because
to answer a question.
understanding that Google is a search engine. So if you putting into a consumer's mindset, is that you have to think about what people are searching on Google. So they are mostly how-tos, how to make this, how to make that. Those how-to will definitely get you farther. And like this video that we're doing, it's how to get your 1K subscribers. This is where people are tuning in, because this type of video, it's always ranking so high because everyone wants to know how to get that 1K. And who's really spilling that secret? I don't know. I don't think most of people who are like on live stream or even like making the video are telling you the nitty gritties of all these secrets, because the secrets is really about the engagement and the retention of trying to get people come back to watch you. But how do you do that? I mean, we just told you, so watch the replay.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also important to have like a specific niche. And that's why Jared's Life in Plastic channel is so awesome, because he only does videos about Barbie dolls, Ken dolls, fashion dolls, the doll fashion. So that's his niche. You're not going to see Jared suddenly saying, hey, look at my vacation to Hawaii. Or, hey, hey, listen to me sing this song. Although I would love to hear Jared sing a song. I heard he was like a professional singer, or somebody
no
very close to professional. Yeah, but see, nobody's going to subscribe to a new channel if your niche is all over the place and you're doing something about cooking one day and the next day it's about your kids, or the next day it's about your thoughts about politics, or how to pick out a ripe banana or whatever. People will only subscribe if they see that you have a bunch of content focused on something they're really interested in. So that's why I do sometimes wonder, like maybe I shouldn't be doing these like Asian American stuff that's not really legally related, but I do it here and there, but not too much. Because like there's somebody that I subscribe to who does sort of have like a lawyer channel, but then the person also throws in a lot of stuff about going to the gym and stuff, which I'm not really as interested in. So I do wonder, that probably like doesn't help the channel grow if you're just all over the place and nobody knows what they're expecting from your channel. Yeah, definitely. Just throw in a song at the end of your next video, Barbie Girl. You gotta sing Barbie Girl. Yeah.
Yes, I want to hear that too. But yeah, totally. Like what you're saying, it's definitely the personality matters, right? Like when it comes to people watching you on YouTube, it's really about your personality. I have the experience of changing my niche from mukbang, because I just felt like doing mukbang is not what I wanted always, because I gained too much weight. But from mukbang to keto, then now becomes keto mukbang. But then I ended up doing a lot more keto cooking recipes, and also like unboxing with my sister. I mean, there are a lot of different, I guess it's in the same category, but you can play around with it. So if you think it's a food channel, then you do the food channel. If you think you're doing like legal advice, you use different way of, because I saw you, Judy, like you doing all this like vlog type of thing too, besides just sharing your legal perspective. You start doing some interviews, you start doing some vlog of like how your day goes. So I think within your niche, there's all different subcategories that you can experience with. As long as you don't lose yourself and give up in the middle of it, I think everyone will be able to get to a certain place. And don't always compete with others, because I know there's, like what you say, Jim he probably started like right after me. And like, he's now like on 10K subscribers.
Maybe even more. Yeah.
I know. And there's another person who I follow all the time. His name is Vincent Chan, and he's now on 120K subscribers.
What? What's his channel about?
His channel is about finance, a lot about like selling stocks and everything.
Oh, I've never heard of him.
So everyone during that time, because when you start off YouTube, you kind of know the category, like know the people around you who are moving forward the same time as you. like Judy, I know you, and also like
Yeah.
I know Twins Try, and kind of on the same time last year when we all kind of got together and then keep moving forward, right? But there were
Yeah.
some people that just moving faster than, and then you
Mhm.
notice. But also note that if you really want to make a channel and then to really get engaged with people, there's two type. One is to go with the niche of what you love to do because you can do it longer, or you're just doing finance. If you keep doing finance channel, you make money so quickly. You get that monetization so quickly because there are more ads. There's more commercials that want to put into those uh, financial channels, so you can make money by you doing YouTube
Mhm.
quickly.
Mhm.
And I think that's what a lot of YouTubers who are in that category have gone up and like flying right
Uh,
now with their channel. Yeah. While I'm just here, like, slowly engaging with everybody. But whatever, it is what it is. I like to, one of the reason why I like to make my channel the way I am right now is because this is the minimum effort that I can put in, but I still loving making YouTube and enjoying it. I think the best part
Mhm.
about it is how can you sustain yourself to keep making content and keep moving forward. That's the key to survive in this
Mhm.
YouTube prison.
Yeah, and plus you have your sister too. So sometimes, having your sister join in, that makes it more fun and engaging and gives a different perspective. And I do really like your keto recipes and the unboxings because you're really showing us so many new things and those unusual recipes like a salmon pizza crust and
Yeah.
that egg tart
Oh,
crust that
love
was
those.
made out
Yeah.
of what, coconut flour or nut
Yeah. It was
flour or
coconut
something.
and almond plus.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so that's like really amazing. I mean, I wish you could get more views on it or really publicize those recipe videos on some
It's
other
okay.
Reddits or different Facebook forums.
Yeah, yeah, I tried, but I keep getting pinned down. Whatever, but it is
Oh,
what it is. It's not the end of the world. If you want to watch it, it's somewhere on my channel. Just just go check it out.
yeah,
Um, but
yeah.
okay, so we said we want to end it at 12. So it's almost 12. Judy, I just want to share with you. Now you have monetized the
Yeah,
video, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
congratulations on monetization because I'm still on my 4K hours journey. Okay. This
Okay.
is a slowly but brutal journey. Tell me about how you feel about your monetization right now. How long have you been doing that? I mean, how
Okay.
long have you been monetized? Yeah.
Okay. I got monetized just about 4 weeks ago.
Oh,
So
nice.
I think as of today, I've like the amount of money from my ads is probably like $65. So it's not
Mm,
like I'm gonna get rich on this. And then of course you have to pay taxes on what you pay. So
yes.
so like yeah, definitely doing the live streams and the more frequent uploads right around the holiday season after Thanksgiving, that really helped me get a sudden burst of subscribers and a lot more viewing time.
Mm,
Because even when I do a live stream show, let's say it lasts like an hour and 10 minutes, people are more likely to at least watch 15 minutes of my live streams, whereas if minutes of it and lots of watch time quickly. And then I did have some videos, like mostly the how-to videos, that still keep getting a lot more views, like how to start your own solo law practice, or how much do lawyers make, or how the different practice areas of law. I know it sounds really boring, but hey, when people are searching on YouTube, my video comes up, and so it really kept giving me more and more watch hours. So the monetization thing, you just keep checking in your YouTube studio until finally, you've hit over 4,000 watch hours, and, you already got over 1,000 subscribers. And the weird thing is that I guess I already had an AdSense account from a long time ago. I don't even remember
mm,
setting one up,
okay.
but I'm kind of concerned because it's hooked up to my old house address from like 7 years ago.
You better
And
change that.
yeah, I did finally figure out how to change it. So apparently YouTube is supposed to be sending me something in the mail where I have to give them my bank account information, but I haven't received it yet, and it's been about 4 weeks. so far. Oh, I didn't know Jared still needed watch time. Well, I'd be glad to just run your playlist, in the background, because I do that for Alley Cat Castle sometimes when I think of it. Yeah, I'll
Oh
run
yeah,
the
by the way,
playlist.
that's one of
That's
the tips.
illegal.
Okay, I mean that's one
Oh,
of the
sorry.
tips for your friends. It's
Oh,
like just
okay.
run it a playlist on your back, like, and just keep doing it. That's your friend. That's true friendship right there. If someone can do that for you, but I don't think
Yeah.
that really counts. I don't know, like if it under the same IP of doing that. But anyway, back to your monetization. So you say you have been like doing that for $65 4 weeks. You get that,
Total for four
yeah,
weeks, I've
4 weeks.
made $65, but I haven't seen a penny of it yet because they don't pay you out until you've gotten at least $100. And
Okay.
then also, I haven't even gotten the thing in the mail to give them my bank account information. I've already had to give them my social security number and stuff on the internet. Yeah, so I guess maybe somebody else that already is monetized can chime in to let us know how it went. But it differs from channel to channel because, like you said, some channels are more ad worthy, where a lot of the advertisers want that kind of market. But for
Mhm.
me, like even when I watch my own videos, sometimes I'll see that it's like some boring, like some sort of like legal marketing company that has like a 20-minute ad that starts rolling on my videos or something.
Mhm,
Yeah, but it's
mhm.
okay because I always make sure that my ads are skippable because I don't want to force people to sit through some boring ad that otherwise they might just switch off my channel completely because they're
I
bored out
hear
of their
you.
mind.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I don't like
Okay.
non-skippable ads. Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I once I got to monetization, I'll share with you what's going on behind the scene.
Mhm.
Okay. But for now, thanks Judy for sharing that.
Yeah.
Last tip, that if you would have give an advice on people about YouTube after monetized, what
Mhm.
would you suggest them?
Um, Well, I guess once you get monetized, the goal is really to still retain your audience, to keep them watching, because you
Mhm.
want them to also sit through your ads, right?
Yeah,
So,
because
yeah, because
honestly, after you said that, I personally felt like, oh my God, 2 years of my life, I only earned what, $65 or what? Like two
mhm,
years of work that we've put in,
mhm,
or 1 year of work that you've put in. Is it worth it for
yeah,
that $65 really of all these
yeah,
hours that you put in? Like, how do you
exactly.
feel?
Yeah, so it has been a downer over the last few weeks because I've gotten so busy with my real work.
Hmm.
And then I had to do my taxes and stuff. And I'm like, why am I doing all this YouTube stuff? Like one of my more recent videos, like I think I've made like $1.30 off of it. I'm like, what the hell? Why am I doing all this work to make $1?
Oh
I
my
can make a
God.
lot more in real life doing my real
Oh,
job. Yeah. So yeah, but what motivates me is not just, the enticement of money. The money is just kind of like, hey, that will be great because it can help pay for whatever, like a new microphone or a new lighting kit or whatever, pay for my electricity bill when I'm doing these things. Yeah, but I like, as you've touched on, another great thing about doing YouTube is because we've met each other, we've met these cool people that are commenting in our
yes.
chat box right now, like Lee and Jared and Christy and you know
Yes.
Kevin Chowhouse, all these cool people that we've managed to meet. And then later on my live stream later tonight, this was one of the things where I felt like, well, I just want to do it even if people aren't interested. Like it's going to be about a good friend of mine. And one of the guests on that show is an old friend of mine that I haven't talked to since 1996.
Oh
So
my
doing
God.
YouTube has helped me reach out more to my old friends, my
That's
relatives,
amazing.
to draw people together. I contacted another attorney. He was a guest, Carlos Mahoney, on my show about police brutality. And I haven't talked to Carlos in about 10 years. So
Wow.
it's really cool to just catch up with people. And then I had to get in touch with my cousin, who's a psychiatrist, because I asked him if he wanted to be one of my guests. And so we
That's
communicated. So
amazing.
so that's what I love about YouTube, is drawing that connection with other people or rekindling old friendships, just thinking like, it's great to be in touch with people, especially since we're all mostly, we've been stuck at home due to COVID, not being able to go
Yeah.
places or
Yeah.
socialize. Yeah. So that's a real
Reconnecting is
bonus.
one thing that I love about, reaching out to people. Be shameless of posting other like about like, hey, watch my video. But
Just be
it's a way to
genuine.
be,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, I'm
Be
genuine.
genuine and
I'm a
be willing to
genuine
reciprocate.
person.
Yeah, yeah. but it's not just
No.
being shameless, but it's also to be genuine about your support if you really do like the person's content. Don't just be phony for the sake of getting a subscriber.
Yes,
Because
yes, yes,
that's the downside that I couldn't stand about being a small YouTuber, is dealing with all
definitely.
the shady people.
Yeah, we can talk crap about that next time.
Yeah.
But okay, well, for now, Judy, you wanted to tell us a little bit because you have another live stream that's happening soon, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to promote a little bit?
Sure. Well, unfortunately, it's not like a really happy thing, but I felt like it was important to do because it's been right about the 15th year anniversary of the suicide of one of my best friends when I was in college.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah, her name was Angie Dingra, and she was Indian American from Arizona. And we were like best friends one summer at UC Berkeley when we were both taking summer school. This was right before my freshman year. And so, we lost touch. And then I Googled her several years ago, and I expected to find her like on some like medical practice website because she was pre-med. But instead, I found out that she had become a porn star. Like, she was on these like porno sites. And then I also found out she had committed suicide back in 2006. And
What?
so it's just been really crazy, to find out that someone that was like my best friend one summer, wound up, like this.
Yeah.
And so I felt like, well, I would like to at least do a little show, in memory of Angie, to talk about her. And then I got back in touch with another good friend of ours that summer, who is now an attorney in California, Craig. So Craig of Angie, and connected, and
Judy,
Craig
you're
went
breaking up.
to Harvard
I
Law
don't know if
School,
you
and he's
guys
a
can.
public defender. Oh,
No worry.
okay. I'm
But
here.
but you know,
Yeah. So Craig is
definitely
also
check
going to
out.
talk about Harvard. Yeah.
Yeah, for within what, the next 4 hours? What, it starts in 4 hours, right?
7:30. Yeah, it's going to be 7:30 Eastern, which is 4:30 Pacific Standard
Yes.
Time.
So right now it's
Yeah.
12:09. So 4:30 East. I mean 4:30 in
Pacific.
LA and 7:30 in North Carolina. Please go
Eastern
check
Time.
out Judy's channel. Um,
Yeah.
okay. And well, I am
Yeah.
definitely going to
Thanks, everybody.
support. And also, thank you so much, Judy, for being on here and chit chat with me about how to get to 1K. And I hope you all learn that you go to other people's channel, try to be friend with them, and be shameless but kindly to like and comment on their video. And I'm sure they'll come back and support you. On that note, thank you all for watching. Please like this and subscribe and share. I mean, you don't have to share live stream. I don't know what's going on with this. But thank you, Judy. Judy is moving in slow motion. I don't know if this is going to record in the playback, but I think it's either my connection's messed up or her connection's messed up. But anyway, bye, y'all.